I just saw Jake Kelly and Hear My Thoughts. This is the newest film from Noah Baumbach starring George Clooney, Adam Sandler, Laura Dern, and more. Statcast. Spoilers ahead, and I'll give my rating at the end. So from the very first scene where it was on set, everything was kind of hectic, but choreographed, and it was like a dance. I liked it. I'm going to be really into this movie. But this movie is deeply sentimental. I wasn't expecting that, but sometimes at its fault. I'm not usually a fan of the whole walking through your memories when you're actually there thing. It feels very artificial to me, like emotional shorthand that doesn't really make sense. It's a trope I don't like. Very reminiscent of the Black Mirror episode Eulogy, almost distractingly so. I didn't like that episode, so that tells you a lot. But visually, I really like this movie. The Netflix originals have been on a crazy run with very good looking movies. We've got Train Dreams, review coming soon, Frankenstein, Knives Out 3, I mean, come on. And y'all know I love my long takes, patient wide takes, and I think I talk about that every single video, how that's my favorite shot. And this film is full of them. It lets conversations play out without constant cuttings. And honestly, there's even a line in the movie joking about how things look like an MTV video with all the constant cutting. And that felt like a little tongue-in-cheek. But stylistically, this reminds me a lot of Wes Anderson's work. Baumbach's worked with him a lot, so I don't know what that's about. Even the music at the end was a little reminiscent of Tenenbaum's for me. I don't know a lot about George Clooney's life, personal life, but I couldn't help wonder if this movie is in some way about George Clooney. It was kind of reminding me of Michael Keaton in Birdman, how that's kind of about Michael Keaton, an ex-superhero actor kind of at a low point in their life. And Clooney occupies the Jake Kelly cultural significance and popularity, one of the only actors to do so. So, I don't know. And another actor that occupies that is Adam Sandler. He's great in this movie. He always is, but I'm not usually a huge Clooney guy. I liked his performance here, I did, but Sandler was, he shined more in this movie. He was my MVP. He really works. But now let's get into the nitty-gritty, the flaws. At times, it leans too hard in its emotional earnestness. Becomes a bit self-indulgent, and it can feel eye-rolling how heartfelt it is at times. There's a fine line between sincerity, emotional excess. This film does cross it, I'm not gonna lie. And the ending, I loved it in theory. The final line, I want to do it again. Fourth wall breaking, it felt overly cute and way too on the nose. I get that it's thematically themed to second chances, but it was pretty cheesy to me, I'm not gonna lie. My ideal ending would have been the tribute film finishes, we cut to black, applause over black, and then credits. Perfect. Maybe you would have bumped the film up a few points for me. Let the emotion sit without spelling it out. That said, I've talked a lot of shit about this movie. Truth is, I loved it. I can't help but acknowledge that it's great. It's very well done. I'll say that. I love movies about movies. Jake Kelly is totally that. It thinks it's cathartic, and honestly, for most people in the industry, it probably is. So yeah, Jake Kelly, it's an 8 out of 10. A lot of 8 out of 10s this year. Anyway, I'm doing my own movie awards soon, the top stars, just letting you know. I know nobody's going to watch it, but it's fun to do. You could check out for it if you want. Early January, maybe. Sandler's probably going to be up for supporting actor, his stat category. Baumbach's going to be nominated for director, pretty sure. So, peace out.